So we should probably make a new to-do list.
Yeah. Well, hello and
I have
welcome.
one.
Yeah, hello and welcome to the stream. As you can see, today the picture is proper at 1080p, and today I'm starting recording specifically for YouTube, so YouTube will start getting proper quality videos, not just Twitch exports. Yeah, as you can imagine, I have done goofed with the recordings. It's like 16th session in, and I just this week realized that I have been recording at 1920 x 1200 and converted and outputting it to 1080p, and it was adding black stuff around the to squeeze it in, so that didn't help. And on top of that, when exporting to YouTube, it double encoded that and added even bigger black sides to the video. So yeah, you probably can make a series. The how do you call it? The journey of a streaming version. So hopefully enjoy it properly this time, and my game is running at 1080p. There should be the results should be better quality. And yeah, if you're not watching on the stream, then enjoy the YouTube high quality. Okay.
Yay.
Yeah. So how's everyone doing?
Good. I think. I was unaware that you had been recording in the wrong format, but
well, audio-wise, it doesn't matter. But yeah, if you see our YouTube videos, yeah, it's a facepalm.
I see.
Yeah, so now I have to remember what I wanted to do today. Also.
Today we want to standardize our new base. Grr.
Yeah, that too, but I wanted to... Oh, yeah, okay, now I remember. I need to improve the landfill production.
Oh, you're back in the old base?
Yeah.
Thought we have abandoned that.
We need a lot of landfill.
We do.
So I'm gonna add a few trains from the stone mine to the production of the landfill.
I forgot if I was supposed to ping Stragon or not. He told me that he might.
Ping him anyway.
But if I ping him and he didn't want me to ping him, he will be mad. And I don't take confrontation very well.
Well, he has his mic muted.
Yeah, he was figuring something out, and it was sounding. There he is.
Yeah.
When you
Maybe
speak
you
about,
remember to mute and unmute correctly. Ha ha ha.
Yeah, I felt so.
When you speak about the trolls.
So yeah.
So,
For some,
what's the plan?
well, I messed up my blueprints. I thought I had them saved locally, but lol, nope.
Shame.
Yes. In other news, my shader development is doing quite well.
Oh, lovely.
Yes. Except that I intentionally broke. That's kinda annoying. But very useful for debugging.
See.
Yes. But I will have to pick up a blueprint. So, give me a moment.
By the way, Sai, did you hear about the thing? If you play music on Twitch now, you will be suspended if you don't have the rights for it.
I'm using the Creative Commons music.
Yeah. Although the bot that is monitoring that has some minor problem that recognizing it. Just FYI.
That's never happened before. Any bot that looks for licenses have always been flawless.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I told my boss.
Why would you tell your boss that?
Mm-hmm.
Are you making these bots? Or are you just trying to explain to him how they never ever work and never will?
I was trying to do a joke why I got fired, but it kind of fell flat. Well, I didn't get fired. But and then
somewhere there is a joke.
Somewhere out there.
Woohoo! More players! He's muted though. I'm guessing they'll unmute shortly. Maybe? Maybe not?
Seem to be a trend.
Yeah, hello 5 people watching on the stream.
Hello, as a 5th of those, I am honored to be acknowledged.
Is it just us 5 with it all open on a desktop anyway?
No, I'm not opening the desktop.
I can see exactly who's looking. If Twitch Groom, Electric Skateboard, Dare Mugman, me, and official FactorioMMO.
So it counts me in as also watching because I'm in chat?
Yeah, as long as you're viewing.
Oh, I'm not viewing, I'm using the mobile app to see the chat.
That it counts.
Also, Walter, looking at where you're at now, you can't make those crosses like that.
I know.
Good.
That's why I wanted to talk about it.
Basically, you never ever have a cross. That is the magic.
Okay, so you always turn right until you get right?
Basically, you just make it one huge loop, and while you can't join and leave the loop, you can never cross over the loop.
Okay.
Yep. So essentially, it's one big loop, and that's all it is.
One mega loop.
Yes.
But then the problem comes when you have 2 networks that needs to get over each other.
Well, yes, that's the only time you will have a crossing.
Yes.
And even then, it should be avoided.
Basically, don't cross the streams.
Yes.
Name that movie.
No.
Ghostbusters?
Ghostbusters! The female one is superior. Or the remake, rather.
I have not heard anyone say anything positive about that movie ever.
Yeah. It had its moments. It was just too polarized.
To be honest, there was nothing good about that movie either.
I mean, it's kind of hard to follow in Murphy's step.
Well, you do one thing, you don't butcher everything the previous movies did, and don't make it about I don't know, girl. I don't know how to say it, like not really girl power, but well, every man in that movie is batshit stupid, like I don't know. It's not even stupidity, it's worse.
Are you saying that a movie that's essentially designed by a committee is not great.
Yes.
I mean, the original had Simon as a character, so I mean, I would argue that he was stupid beyond belief. But
yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. Well, compared, everyone in that original movie was a genius.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I got some good news and I got some bad news. The good news is the shader is making night really fucking dark as intended. The problem is it also breaks night vision, which is not ideal.
Speaking of night vision, why can't I see anything? Did someone take my eyes away?
You weren't using them, it's fine.
That explains my blueprints. So I don't know what to start with.
Find a task. Well, we need to start moving the solar field into new area.
I'd say just abandon that. It's such a large move, and it doesn't give enough benefits to be worth it, in my opinion.
Well, you still need those solar panels. Well, you can just set up requester chests and move it into the train, like a dedicated train, and just deconstruct it in portions. Should work just fine.
Why not just leave it there and turn that whole island area into a solar field and connect it with the power line that's already run?
Well, the idea was to completely remove everything here and use the empty chunk deleter to remove this to reduce the map size.
Map size doesn't really matter much, though. As long as it doesn't generate pollution, it's not like the biter's gonna bother.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's affecting download times, and it also affects performance.
No.
I tested that. I tested it locally, so it does affect. At
So
this
you're
scale,
telling me...
it does.
Question. You're telling me that, or rather, I should specify, how did you remove the map size, or reduce it?
Well, I used the chunk deleter mod.
That doesn't help me. Did you delete all the chunks in that area, or only chunks that are not active?
I deleted all the... It has a setting. It deletes all the explored chunks a certain distance from any player structure.
Okay. So did you check to see if it regenerates the immediate surroundings then?
Yes, it does. Well, you have radars and all that stuff, so they re-explore a bit.
No, I mean, you have the map size you can see, and then you have the map size that is actually being used for calculations for things like pollution.
Yeah, it does reduce it. It completely removes the chunks, so if you need to explore, or it doesn't render it. It starts from zero. So basically, if those parts were never explored, it completely regenerates the maps there.
Okay, well, how much performance do you gain then?
Well, my locally 20 UPS.
That doesn't help. What was the UPS before and after? Because 20 UPS when you're at 600 is nothing. When you're at 5, it's everything.
It was at 55, 60, it became 80.
Alright.
So it helped a bunch.
I thought the game only ever went up to 60.
No, you can make it run faster by using game speed above 1.0.
Oh, I see.
Very useful for testing complicated builds to see how they work over time.
I've never
Especially if you...
change the game speed.
It's especially powerful if you have a complicated system and you really want to see how it performs over, let's say, 5 hours.
I see.
Yep, so if you make it light and lightweight enough, you can essentially get 10 times speed.
So, Stragon, what is this Roboport setup you have put down?
That is a central distribution hub.
Okay,
for
so
one
we're
resource.
going for that. Okay.
I just wanted to show it, and honestly, it's way more efficient than I ever imagined it would be. This uses somewhere between 2 milliseconds and 0 milliseconds. I haven't tested it completely alone yet. I built it on another game I have. But performance-wise, this seems to just be one of the most efficient ways of moving a lot of resources really quickly. And this does, with ore, which is the lowest throughput item you'll put through here because of the less per train, so more trains per time, you're looking at 100k per minute throughput. As in, actual tested throughput, not theoretical. Theoretical maximum is, what was it, 128k per minute or so? Which can act... Yep.
Oh, sorry. Does anybody care if I start getting rid of these laser turrets on the track? Because we don't need them anymore. Just tidying up.
Well, if you don't need them, thank God.
Fair enough. Sorry, carry on.
But yeah, it really has the throughput we need. And as long as all the ore trains go straight to this, then you can have all the trains to the smelter go from this point further on. So you don't have to worry about sending the right train to the right smelting area. You just send all ore trains to here, and then a second set of trains, on a separate rail even, goes through the smelting area. And it actually works, and it has just enough roboports to actually keep all the bots charged. And it only uses just about 2,500-3,000 bots under unrealistic loads. So actually a lesson.
So are we going to use bots at all, often unloading, or just the central hubs?
These benefit greatly from bots, but we don't have to use this everywhere.
Okay.
Because some things are just easier to do with belts, like a huge production of green chips. Belts just do it better. Because you don't have to worry about range and its size, which is the thing to worry about with bots. And you don't have to worry about having sufficient roboports close enough while still keeping it compact. So, yeah. It just makes more sense. Not to mention with belts, you can sacrifice power and use 12 beacons per assembler instead of just 8. In fact, I'd argue using 12 assemblers instead of 8 is actually beneficial because belts.
Fair enough.
A shame Mylon isn't on. I'd love to have his take on this.
Oh, I'm sure he has an opinion.
He'll be on
I'm
later.
sure. What? I didn't hear.
He'll be back later. He always is.
Yeah.
Ending
Yeah.
greater numbers. Sorry.
Yeah, one of these is just enough to actually feed 1k science per minute of iron ore. Assuming productivity modules and everything. And it can feed 3k science of green chips. So, I'm gonna say for reducing the complexity of the logistics system by essentially half, I'd say it's worth it for approximately half a millisecond. It should be fairly trivial to make one that could do both stone and coal. No, actually, you do need quite a bit of coal. I guess each resource could have its own then. Oh, and setting it up for different resources is literally going to the front here and just plopping down which one resource you want, and that's it. It will do everything else for you, which is really nice.
Well, landfill production should spike really high now.
Oh, neat. Wait, are you back in old base and doing landfill production?
Yep. Well, we're gonna need an ungodly amount of landfills, so.
Right, I was actually making nuclear reactors. Right. But that means... Yep. I was making... Because that makes sense. God damn it.
I get a new... And I get new built immunity equipment. Mine broke.
And this is why we can't have nice things. Cheating, are we?
My poor bots. They're trying so hard.
Damn it.
We need to motivate them.
How is the immunity equipment called?
Belt immunity equipment?
Yeah. Yeah, who wanted one?
Me.
Me, who?
Me.
The invisible voice.
Yeah, what's your nickname? This doesn't help me because I don't see who's after B.
Do you not know your own players?
Nope.
Oh,
That's what Discord's for with the little green circle.
yeah. If only such a technology would exist.
Yes, if only.
This will only put on the right side of the belt. Man, I wish Bobby's inserters were vanilla. At least the offset part.
They're amazing, but they are overpowered.
Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, just offset like the right side of the belt or the left side or near side or
Yeah.
just that part. Because right now, if I were to use this setup that I'm working on for smelting, hyper smelting, all output would only get on one side of the belt.
But you can just use a filter inserter, or not filter inserter, but
Alright.
splitter, and filter to only one side of the belt, and then merge that back up. Then you have a 2x2 lane switcher.
Sorry, say that again. I got amazed that we had inserters, loaders. I mean.
All right, give me a moment. I'll grab some resources and build a quick demo.
Oh.
Let's see. I'm basically out of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Why'd we go with the mini loaders and not the big ones?
Because these have better performance,
Okay.
as far as I'm aware.
Yep.
Because I feel the big ones are a bit more of a slight punishment for using a loader rather than an inserter.
Yeah, but they eat they eat performance like crazy. They are so unoptimized that like, yeah, have like 5-6 stations with loaders and your UPS is gone.
Yeah, so it's like the creative mode. It's not built for performance, it's just built for functionality.
Okay.
Well,
So I'm
alright.
on a Bob's Angels map at the minute, and I'm using pretty much solely loaders, and I've got up to blue science, and it's still running fairly good.
Yes, but you wouldn't be able to do 1k science with that.
Probably not. No.
No.
But pretty much everything uses loaders, so
Yeah.
there's quite a few. I can't be asked to go and look, find out how actual many there are. But...
Anyway, I made the lane swapper thing. It's super compact, and it's actually one of the new really cool things about the new splitter functionality.
Ooh.
So, assuming you're inserting from the bottom here, this will switch the sides of it. Does that help you with your smelting setup thingamajig?
If it fits, it will.
Oh yeah, I should be easily able to fit that in, I think.
Oh, it was in map mode. That explains
Wait,
why.
how many... Wait, you only have 7 beacons per furnace?
Mm-hmm.
But
Should I
that's
be able
worse.
to-
That's
should I be-
worse than a normal row. With the normal row, you get 7. Oh no, sorry, 8. And with a bit of wiggling...
Yeah, because you have an offset on the sides, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you get 8, and with a bit of wiggling, you get 12. Which is the highest you can get for normal-sized buildings. Let's see, grabbing some resources. So no, just give me a moment, I'll come up to you and show you what I mean.
Yeah. I'm sorry if I'm kind of hard-headed today. I've been sedated a couple of times this last week, so...
Woo! All the drugs and none of the fun.
Mm-hmm.
These damn scientists. Being so damn effective.
Giving us drugs.
Yes, they should let loose sometime.
Mm-hmm. Dude, scientist parties are the best parties.
Yes. Alright, I'm just gonna stand here and,
Silently judge.
no, show a different way of doing it, and leave it to you if you want to use it. This is totally not a test. Alright, I have no furnaces on me, but I should have some...
I have.
Wait, do we not have... Can you not plop it in the middle?
Plop.
Yep. Do you have some blue belts or Foster?
I have Foster.
That works. You just...
There you go.
Awesome! Do you have a splitter?
Yes, I do. There you go. Get 48 of them.
Cool. Do you have normal belts as well? I know, I'm asking the tough questions. Let's see.
And you put the loaders on the side?
This can just use normal stack inserters.
Oh.
Yep. And you can then do something along to do the actual material loading onto belt. Because of the speed here, you can actually use 2 inserters and just use normal fast. And as you can see, you can actually jam in more belts if you need to feed in or out more material.
Mm-hmm.
So in a single row, you can literally fit. Also, the input can be on the sides here, so you have access to 2 different belts. Again, tons. So with the upgrades,
And it's powered by a substation, or
it depends on how you like to implement things. The normal medium electric poles are actually quite good at this, because they go in the corners, because they don't have a use. So that actually looks quite neat.
yeah, I
Mhm.
like it. I like it.
And this is the same design I use for my labs and everything else. And if you want to splice off a belt, I mean, you can always move these 1 tile up or down. So you can take a belt and, if for whatever reason you want to route it out, you can do like this. So it's fairly versatile, fairly powerful, and in my opinion, this is as strong as belts get.
Mhm.
Because you can't really do this with bots, because again, the size of this is quite huge. But since everything is self-contained, and you can of course reverse these return belts, so it gets input and output from the same end, which is really neat. So if I do that, you get something along these lines. So now it's feeding in on the outsides and feeding back out on the insides.
Yeah.
And considering the speed of these, you could probably do a near infinite length row, and it'll be fine.
And we have faster belts yet, so we can go even faster, or even further, I mean.
Considering how much you get from blue belts, and these are twice, and this is easily 4 in and 3 out, which steel maybe? This is plenty.
Yeah.
So yeah. So every now and then you'll have to do a little bit of belt magic to make the switch the lanes around. That's the difficult bit, but it's doable. So let's say you want to change out the middle lane to either of the 2 other output lanes. How would you go about doing that? So let's see. Alright. Now that's wiggled. And now the trouble is the output.
I mean, yeah.
But can you do this? Yes, but that's not ideal. But you might be able to do... No, you can't do that either. Well, 1 inserter works.
Yep.
So if you're gonna insert quicker than 1 faster stack inserter, you might need some trouble. And this is not ideal, but, you know, if you leave 1 space of a few tiles here every now and then, you can do all the belt magic you'd ever need.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it ain't perfect, but it's real damn good still.
Yeah, seem good. I like it.
And it's not what everyone else is using, it's, you know, unique. Wait, do I not have... Oh, yes, lights. Bling! Gotta have the bling. More lights. More lights. More lights! This is so bright. It's literally burning white. So nice.
Because of your shaders?
Yes, I'll post a screenshot so you can take part in my glory. Alright, posted in the Great Factory. It's literally burning white.
Do you have an HDR screen?
No, that's how it's rendered.
Oh.
Yep. So it's literally so bright that it's clipping at white. I'd love to do some sort of grading or mapping, but the values that the game produces is clamped to 0 to 1. Which is, you know, reasonable for reasonable uses for reasonable people, and then you have me.
But are we reasonable?
I don't know about you, but I'm not.
Farrell, no.
Nom, nom.
Okay, let's do this.
Is the nuclear fuel station the game blueprint? Like that's the resupply one?
I think it is. Let me check. Kinda. You want to cut out the end bit because this is built for the old system, but basically you just set a station with the name Auto Nuclear Fuel and disable it until you have very low on fuel, and then you enable station and a train comes. But that's not set up here in the new base, only in the old base. Also, no worries. RIP.
Yeah, I know. Legs are a pain in the main base.
Tis a death trap.
It is, because you can't see the track before you run over it.
Need fewer legs.
Did anybody see that blue dragon that took all my belts and inserters?
There is no dragon here.
Oh.
Obviously.
Must been all the drugs then.
Yes. That's it. Yep.
I've been chasing that dragon so long.
Completely unrelated though. Where did you... Oh, there did you go? Are those my bots? Oh, dude. You got bots all the way out where I am trying to come to you. And look at the map. There's like 7 of them.
Man, fug bots. I hate them. They are lazy bastards.
You know, when the AI inevitably takes over, they're gonna remember shit like that.
Yeah, but it's okay. Because
I've read it.
Yeah, because I've read the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, so I know exactly what to do when the machine takes over.
Okay, and what is that?
Just accept it.
Fair enough.
It's inevitable, so why fight it?
Fair enough. Let's see, what else do I need? Oh, I need logistics bots. How many? 200 should do plenty, right? 200 is enough for anyone.
Yeah, what could possibly go wrong?
Alright, at the minute I'm planning on doing a supply run out to you guys. What do you want most?
All the landfill times 3.
Okay.
And more modules.
Toast would be nice.
Yeah. Landfill is automatically supplied to the new area, so you don't really
something. That's not good enough.
Okay.
But yeah, don't worry about landfill. I'm literally done setting up the new setup for landfill now.
Fine.
Wait. Do I got no mining drills? Or
Mark
I
II?
only have the advanced mining drills, so my blueprints won't work.
I added a blueprint with advanced mining drills into the game blueprints.
I don't see it. I see your blueprint though, but that's not what I'm
No.
looking for.
Yeah, that's my blueprint.
Yeah, that's not what I'm looking for. Oh well. I don't need that many to keep this area fed.
Oh, that's mine, I guess.
Hmm?
And I saw the. Ignore the crazy person behind the curtain.
Are they okay, mommy? Oh shit, night vision time. RIP!
Did you say attrition time?
No, I said night vision time.
Ah.
RIP. Because my night vision is set up to show only the light map, which is basically a rendered view where it shows light and darkness. So really nice when you're debugging and trying to make the lights be as bright as they need be, but no brighter. Not very useful when you're trying to play the game with night vision on.
Speaking of night vision. What? I'm pretty sure I created a night vision goggle before and put it in my suit, but it's gone. Someone is stealing my night vision goggles.
I am innocent of this crime.
Whoa.
Leveland, you did rip out your old processing for the nuclear. Yeah, you didn't think that we still need trains to be refueled and all that stuff?
Nah.
We were abandoning the old base.
Yeah, but we still need stuff to be delivered to the new base, and right now everything is gonna, well, basically die.
Well, yes, it's the old base.
Yeah,
Witness.
but you need stuff to build a new base, and you won't be able to. So
That's what we have the mega train for. We have all we need to build a new base.
Yeah, you need landfill.
We're spoiled.
You need landfill to be delivered and all other crap.
No, you don't, PSI, because if you'd spend half a moment looking where I am, you'd see that we have landfill locally now.
Are you also producing concrete?
Soon.
Nice.
But landfill is more important, because that allows me to build the reactors so we can have power. Speaking of, we should probably get some basic uranium processing up and running. I'm assuming someone brought enough U-235?
I thought you brought it.
Yeah, that's
Uh-oh.
in
Is
the
that on my
chest.
shopping list then?
Yay! There's no worries as long as we have no worries.
Yeah.
He's the...
There's no uranium base anymore.
RIP.
Time to create disarray! Hooray!
Yeah.
Need those. Feels so weird to build stuff again and not just try to increase production of everything.
It's refreshing, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can actually redirect the trains that mine uranium to the new area too.
Don't start sending a ton of trains here. We don't have a train network, and we're not gonna make a half-assed, patched-together bullshit network. That's what we had. That did not work.
Yeah, but we need uranium already.
Yes, but doing it half-assed just voids the entire reason we did the move. So don't, please.
It's not even connected, and well, rip power, rip everything. I think we're gonna have a hard time doing anything now when all the fuel runs out.
That's the spirit.
We do actually have quite a lot of fuel here. Like, seriously, we do have quite a lot of fuel. Oh, and we do have 41 uranium 235, so we have plenty.
Yeah.
Yep, just gonna module the hell out of that fucker. 12 modules plus speeds? Yup. Let's see, do we have any more fuel cells? No. Alright, this will have to do then. Only 522 fuel cells. However will we survive?
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
On the heads of the less fortunate.
Oh, anyway, I plan to do some stuff in the main factory and set up some trains, but I can't fuel the trains now.
There's loads of fuel. Stop whinging.
The refueling trains are not working. They don't have enough fuel anymore.
There's loads.
No. Well,
I've just been there and taken like loads out of chests. There's like full wagons worth of uranium fuel there.
Yeah, but the auto refueling is set up in a way that it needs a full wagon to move anywhere, and they don't.
Whoa, I'm Sonic fast.
Sounds like you need to just fix it then.
Yeah.
Or, you know. Yeah, work.
2 full trains.
Where are the fast inserters? Didn't we bring any?
I think we did. Oh! Right! Remember to be careful whenever you're changing armors. Or there might be some minor spillage.
Man, we've been here for like 5 minutes and already decontaminated the whole place. God damn it, Dragon.
You mean we have contaminated, not decontaminated? That's what I'm trying to do right now.
Oh.
Yes, not that I made a mess in the first place, obviously.
Of course not. That would be silly.
Yes, very. And I'm never silly, so that didn't happen. Obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Oh jeez. I made more of a mess.
Is that possible?
Obviously, I'm very good.
Good at making messes.
I'm good at many things.
Like...
Mess making.
Yeah, fair enough.
Well, obviously, yes. And also other things. I'm no one-trick pony.
Oh, don't get me started on one-trick ponies. I can't even enjoy a nice new start season of HOTS just because of those people.
Oh, right. Yes. Yes. I took this that reference immediately. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the most popular MOBA in the world, but fairly liked.
Let's see. How? Oh, rip. That was all the landfill I made so far. Ha! That didn't last long. Hardly lost it at all.
Ah. Oops.
Right, underground belt is UPS best friend.
No longer. They used to be. But since the update, they essentially changed the way belts work. So that it still works for FPS, but it doesn't do anything for UPS no more.
Okay, because it removes the entity from...
Kinda. They had a few posts about it, and in short, instead of saving the position of each individual item, they only save the first item and then the next items as offsets from that. And that will only have to be changed every few hundred belts, and or whenever there's a belt interaction, it changes the compression.
Okay, I see.
Yes. So basically, they applied more black magic.
Yeah, that's how you make video games.
Yeah, more or less.
How many exoskeletons are too many exoskeletons?
40... 20... 47 is enough. 48 is too many.
Is that because there's no more space?
No, you can do 50, but then you have no power. You can do 48, but then you're limited to only 8 batteries, which is not gonna last long. But with 47, you get 12 batteries, and that is enough to run super fast from far east, the old base, to the new base. Which obviously is the only benchmark that matters.
How many of the base distances per minute can you do?
Yes.
So this is making 3, 1. 1.
Alright, I have the new nuclear reactor design in the game blueprints now.
So,
Is that a cat or a baby?
Is there a difference?
Mm,
I think that was a demon.
Again, is there a difference?
between a cat and a demon, or a child or a demon?
Is there a difference?
Yeah, because cats are evil by intent. Babies are evil by
breeding.
yeah. Nah. We need babies to survive. How else are we getting sustenance? Yeah. Okay, that fell flat.
Okay. When should we connect up power to the grid? Nuclear power is ready to go now. But
When we have a sustainable source of uranium cells, I guess.
well, if we only power up one reactor, that is, let's see. That's enough for... Oh, that can't be right.
Probably is.
277 hours.
You're mathing, I guess.
Alright, that makes more sense. Yeah, we got 6 hours of fuel for one reactor, more or less. As in one 2x2 reactor.
Sounds good.
So, we have enough fuel for this session, and some overtime, but not much more. How far away are you? Oh, by the way, Tuppy, could you plop down a... Oh, I did remember a radar. Never mind then. Oh, we have 0 power at night. Yeah, I'm gonna power this up.
Yeah, I might have drained it.
You want me to get...
Oh, such a long reach now. It's nice.
One more solar in the new base.
If we don't have enough to survive right now, might
Could
as
also
well.
just connect the two bases together for now. Nobody's saying it's a bad idea, so here we go.
Yeah. Oh, that's some gigawatts, alright. Nom nom.
Yes.
facing through cliffs are actually kind of useful.
Yes. Hello.
Hello?
I'm stealing your bots.
Do you need more bots that way?
Well, there's no resource we don't need more of. I mean, I guess you could just call the huge train back to base and just fill it with what literally ever you want.
I've kind of done that already at this end. It's not as big as that other train, to be fair, but it saved me waiting for it to turn up. So I've got another train that's going to turn up at some point soon.
The big train have to manually be placed at its station.
Yeah, you have 2 trains of landfill waiting and the third incoming.
You sound like I feel.
Sleepy.
Mm-hmm.
Yay! That means at least part of your biological systems work.
Yeah.
At least partially.
Mm-hmm.
That is better than being not functioning properly.
Yeah, now I just have to get my internal clock to start telling me the right time.
Yay!
And all is good. Soon
Yes.
soon I can cure cancer.
Yay! And then you will be Jeebus.
Of course.
Alright. Got 4 reactors built, ready to be hooked up and fed. Whew. Once you first get going with landfill, this
You
new
never
design
stop.
is... Yeah, but not only that, but this new design is so much easier to build. You don't have to fiddle with making the landfill just the right size. You just grab a bunch, make a few nice lines, and done.
Sounds like how I did algebra back in high school.
Yay!
I made a few pretty lines, and then it was done.
This patch is actually worthy of nearly 3 million landfill. That's a lot of landfill.
Mm-hmm. Do you think you can handle it?
Oh, of course! It's not the largest I've ever handled. I mean,
Awesome.
Yes.
We're now also importing landfill from the old base.
And we're gonna have so much landfill.
This is grape.
Did you say grape?
No.
You said grape.
No. Why would I say such a thing?
Hmm. You're a madman.
Well, yes, but how does that relate?
Hmm. We live in a new world. I just asked the questions. You have to answer.
Never! You'll never catch me alive!
Oh, why did you turn into a leprechaun?
Never!
Oh, laddie. You'll never catch me alive.
Alright, not gonna lie, the steam looks kinda awesome with the blur applied and the blooming and everything.
I wish I could see it.
I posted a screenshot. I can post a shader as well if you want it.
Call me when there's a beta.
Well, it's not that it doesn't work. I just need to change like 3 lines to make the night vision work as it used to.
Oh.
Alright, nobody walk on the northern line. Coming into the base. The new base. And maybe some time, but I won't be able to stop.
That seems to be a common issue.
Won't stop, can't stop.
Something something faith in a non-existing figure.
What?
Can't stop believing?
No,
What?
I was quoting Lucio from Overwatch.
Oh,
Won't stop, can't stop.
these young whippersnappers and their
Yes.
references. Back in my day, references were cool and made sense.
Right. Right, Grandpa. Lie. The cake is a lie.
Yes, it's the best reference ever.
Hmm. Stop poking me is a better reference in my opinion, but whatever works.
He's not the Messiah, he's a very naughty boy.
I recognize that reference, but I'm not sure where from.
That's a Monty Python reference.
Yes, but which one? There's so many of them.
The Life of Brian.
Oh, do I feel stupid now?
Shame.
Maybe I'm just showing my age.
What? You don't
Or
have-
appreciation for the good shit.
Yeah, you don't have to be old to appreciate Monty Python.
I just sent the supply train back to the old base.
Woo!
Good.
Grief.
Is that the really big one?
Yes.
Cool, that means I can use its space.
Why did I do it like that?
But yeah, I really need to find a better way of doing blur. I think brute forcing is not the most efficient way of doing it. I can also probably just skip the loops and hard code it.
Ooh, fancy warehouses. Must have, must have.
No! That's how they get ya!
Store everything in one place, so if biters attack, it will all disappear.
And for my next trick...
We need that many, Sargon?
These are only half a gigawatt each.
Oh, we need that many.
Yes. But the point here is, it uses so much more, or so much fewer components than even my old design per power generated that, while I haven't tested it, I would be surprised if it's not twice as UPS efficient per power. So per reactor, it's 4 times as efficient. Because you have literally less than a quarter of the heat pipes, and you can't have fewer of any of the else parts, because to have fewer, you need to use more pipes, which, you know, kind of defeats the purpose of having fewer parts. Yes.
Hmm.
The only real downside is that it doesn't do any modulation or regulation of the fuel. It's just, do we have fuel? Yes. Burn it! Yay!
Yay, train!
Remember to hug the train.
Oh, I just passed the other big train. Oh, fuck. Stop, 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 stop. Ah, keep going.
Are you okay there?
Yeah, no, I'm trying to concrete the path on the way along as well.
Oh,
But the concrete in my inventory ran out.
I see.
Did I bring any more? Yeah. I can't reach the back of the train to get more concrete.
I also post another picture for you, Molter.
Oh, is it a dick
Yes.
pic? In that case, you can keep.
No, it's not a picture of Richard. I don't have too many friends named Richard. That was what you meant, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
Ooh,
Yes.
that's kind of fancy, actually.
Yes.
Kind of reminds me of the old flashlight mod.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to replace the flashlight eventually, and a lot of different files, because this is a combination of a different light and...
Do you just? I'm sorry, trouble concentrating. Do you just add another value, or do you actually add an entity upon?
neither, but kinda. I change the file used for 90% of all the light sources in game, the medium lamp.png or medium light.png, with a different file that works differently and uses a few basically graphics hack to increase the perceived Luma resolution. So instead of having 255 levels, it has effectively 1,000 or so, more or less. By just dithering instead of just having smooth transitions. So by adding noise, I can actually increase the information. Kinda. The negative is that you ideally should smooth out the result a little bit, because that would basically hide all the crimes you did. Make it work. Yeah.
You should test it with an HDR screen so you get a true light
No,
representation?
no, because the light value doesn't go beyond 1. HDR render means you're rendering lightness or brightness values that are outside what a normal screen can display. Factorio doesn't do that, and in order to change that, I'm pretty sure you need to change more than just a shader file, which is basically a text file containing code which will be sent to the GPU driver at runtime, usually. With the Vulkan, apparently, you can pre-compile it, which sounds very interesting. Or something along those lines. I'm very new to this. I've played a lot with the theory behind it, but this is the first time I'm actually getting hands-on experience, so, you know, please do not take my word as law or gospel. I do not know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Yes.
So I should remove the Reddit post that says that this is the end-all solution to all graphics problem?
Yes.
Damn it.
But yeah, if I want to do much more work, I would actually need help either by getting access to the Factorio code or the developers implementing a handful of useful features. But seeing as how 0.17 will apparently contain major changes to the graphics API they use, I'm going to patiently wait and see what that version brings. With a bit of luck, they bring most of what I need, and will happily implement what little features I need beyond that. And if not, well, you know, time to fire up those hacking tools. Yay! Break the files! Woo!
Shouldn't break stuff.
But breaking stuff is how you learn what it can't do.
Yeah, that's how I got electrocuted when I was 5.
Silly you.
Yeah.
I just proved
Didn't you
that-
have a younger sibling to use for that?
Nope.
See, that's your problem right there.
Well, I had a younger sibling, but
Keyword head.
yeah, but I mean, when I was 5, I wasn't the brightest. I was just curious. So, I mean, if you open up a TV, you're safe, right? Even if it's plugged into the wall.
Yeah.
What could possibly go wrong?
No, I don't want to do that.
Nothing. I don't even know how many reactors I've put down so far.
Do you have the ability to put down more?
Well, yes, but we don't have the parts, I think, but I will add a few more blueprints at least.
Good. Good. Whoa. That was lag.
Yeah, a little twitch every now and then. Nothing to worry about, though.
You saying that makes me worry even more.
Nah, it's nothing.
I mean, if the government says it's nothing to worry about, you should be worried about it.
No, you shouldn't be worried. You should be running. Obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Preferably in the opposite direction, very fast.
Mm-hmm.
And depending on who you are and what you have and haven't done, maybe to a country that doesn't have any quote-unquote deals with your government.
Well, North Korea?
Yeah,
I
see, that's...
I think that's overboard.
Yeah. I don't think that would help your overall situation, really.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. Oh, we need modules. We need more modules over here.
I just brought
Yep.
some.
Oh,
Well, did you bring all the modules?
All the ones available, yeah. Not all of them that are.
you didn't bring those who weren't available?
No.
Disappointed.
Oh well. You'll learn to like it.
Never!
You're
There's
not
also
my
the
real
one-
dad.
Thankfully.
Oh. I'm a wonderful son.
Sonic speed enabled.
Where did all my robots go?
This is about 3.5 gigawatts of nuclear. So I know. Just feed it some fuel and it'll be fine.
Yeah. Possibly go wrong.
Yeah, you know. Nothing more than the ordinary.
Hmm. I mean, the track record of this great factory of ours isn't the best, so I guess.
Oh, yes, it is. It's the greatest. Oh, damn, that's a lot of blur. Interesting.
That was a doggy.
It was.
Oof.
He's shouting at my wife to feed her.
What, is your wife demanding food?
No, the dog's demanding food.
Oh, okay. I was worried there for a moment.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Woman these days.
Demanding all these rights? What are they gonna do with it?
You wanna trigger
Same thing
people
as
again?
us.
You're triggering people by existing as a white male.
Not in
That
this
kind-
part of the world.
I mean, yeah.
Yep. Alright, now there's lights on the road even.
Wow.
We got all the fancy things. Which, if I might add, look sexy.
Someone stole my chest with all the stuff I left here.
Hee hee.
My plan worked perfectly. Oh. Haru. Running out.
Food?
No, how rude. Running out of power poles when I need it.
Oh.
There's power poles in. There we are. Just like you should be able to request them momentarily.
Yeah, they were from the old resource train. I really shouldn't be running around with nukes. That's a recipe for disaster.
Right. There's more landfill and there's loads of speed modules and productivity modules if we need them.
Oh, we do. We do.
So to get that lot idly into that storage area, just going to borrow all the bots.
All of them?
Well, it might be all of them. Yes.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I don't...
Oh shit! Who is deconstructing things?
Me.
My inventory! It is rip!
You went too close.
I just wanted to taste the sun!
I just wanted to organise my boxes because I didn't want to ruin the station by putting my unorganised train into it.
Wait, this is organised?
My train was just kind of me running around and dumping stuff that I found lying around in boxes.
Yeah.
All the spare bits.
Yes, you're making it sound like the other train isn't.
Well, the other train looks like it's got like provider chests for everything that's come out of it in neat little boxes. Mine was literally just some wool and some furnaces and some lasers and some modules.
I don't know why anyone put stack-ins or filtered inserters on this when it's just get the shit out of the train.
You know, my plan was to come up and just deconstruct the whole train, but it turns out you can't deconstruct trains.
No, not easily at least.
No, so I had to put it all in boxes before it went into... before I deconstructed it all to put it into one storage area.
Da, 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 da. Yes, it's girl.
So are we deconstructing the main base, or are we just leaving it for a little bit while we get this one set up?
Well, as long as we need stuff from it, so I suggest we don't deconstruct it.
Well, at least until the trains run out of fuel, because there's no refueling anymore.
Yeah.
So basically you can start actually starving it of resources and deconstructing little by little.
Oh shit, I got too close to the sun again. Oh no!
You said you wanted more landfill.
Yes, but I set up local production.
You said you ran out. You wanted more.
Well,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah,
But
but
now we have local production.
yeah, by the way, the reactors in the main base have may have 50 fuel cells left, and that's it.
Well,
So that runs out, reactors are done.
we have a few hours of half a gigawatt of power. It's not a lot, but it's more than enough to keep shit running until we can make some more.
Well, I brought another 32.
Fuel cells?
Yeah, for the reactor, yeah.
Well, that's not gonna last too long, is it?
Well, it's some, isn't it?
It's some, yes, but it's gonna last, let's see. 27 minutes.
That's fine. It was lying around, no one else was using it.
Hey, I just found this fuel laying around. It seems to be nuclear. It was just laying around, no one was using it.
Exactly.
Oh, a Sono is joining us. How neat.
A Sonu appeared. I'm kind of scared of this smelter setup.
Which were what? Why?
Because it's big.
Well, as long as you did the numbers and it all adds up, you should. Oh, and by the way, you have every single row of threes with a row of undergrounds. You don't need that. You can have the beacons overlapping all the way, except if you need to do some advanced belt wiggling. So you would get away with nearly half the amount of beacons.
But I'm gonna belt wiggle later on.
Yes, but you don't need to belt wiggle every single row.
No.
No. So you're wasting resources. So here, where I marked, those could overlap. That row you have in the middle there, with underground belts, those can be removed and just move everything up. Also, if possible, could you plop down some radars?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, wonderful. Fly, my bots, and make the world pretty. Make it great again.
You're late.
He's not in Discord yet.
So I got too close as well.
Did the sun burn you?
Still doing it.
Aww. Maybe you should stop licking the sun if it keeps burning you.
I don't know, he might have his roboport turned off, I can't tell.
F1 or F2 or something?
Yeah, but I can't check whether his one's on or off.
Oh. Rip.
I can phase through solid rock, but I can't run in between solar panels. Yay.
Because solar panels are too fat.
Yes. Squeak through is like cheating. It makes everything easier and more reasonable.
Yes. It's nice.
Because...
I don't run into pipes in my other game.
But it's cheating because it removes an aspect that doesn't add anything to gameplay.
Yes. It's more the pipes thing. I don't have issues with trees. Trees disappear fairly quickly when I'm around.
Shit! Too close to the sun. I have so many robots as well. I have like 600 or something.
Landfill and modules and accumulators.
Yay!
Oh, I like the pattern they make when they charge on you.
Yeah, that's because I have so many.
Yep.
Yeah, I got 800 actually, not 600. And I got the roboports defeated as well. So, yay! My poor, poor bots. What have the man done to you? Can you show me where he touched you? Poor bots.
Why aren't... Oh, I'm stupid. I'm really stupid.
You could have just asked, we would have told you that.
Yeah, but I mean, I had to find out for myself.
What have you broken?
Well, it's not as much that I've broken stuff, it's... I forget that stuff is stuff. Don't worry, it makes sense in my head.
And that's good.
Someone has real hard time downloading the map.
Yeah.
Mm.
Getting there slowly. He needs to pedal quicker.
Crank that potato!
We should give him-
might not destroyed 3 trains of existence.
We should give him a thicker rubber band. Or maybe he should get an American toaster and plug it into European power to overvolt it. That'll make it go real fast.
I'm sure that would be fine.
Yes. It shall be the fastest toaster in the West.
I'm even at a loss what to say here. Like, I have no idea what to say.
What do you mean?
I mean, I agree, Shape of Water should have won Best Picture as well, but I mean, Get Out is a good commentary on today's I'm sorry, what are we talking about?
That's a really good question. Let me answer it by not answering anything you asked.
I was just trying to save Sai from something.
Yeah, we actually kind of in need of an oil area.
Well, yes, we're building it. But we still need to decide if the oil area should be one humongous area or many smaller. And honestly, I don't know which would be better.
What's the pros and cons?
Well, the bigger it is, the more pipes you have to use, so the bigger one probably should do barreling.
With the right design, you're gonna split it up slightly internally anyway.
I mean,
In the same way with the huge belt builds, you don't have one belt, you have many belts.
I mean, if you try to specialize each oil area, makes sense. Otherwise, I would think...
Lemlin has built the uranium processing right on top of an oil patch.
Was it big?
20k, it's okay. We have a 50k and a 23k just south of here.
There's 158k to the east.
Oh, really now? How far east?
Sorry, the west.
Oh, okay.
At the bottom edge of that lake where you're building your nuke reactor in.
Yeah, I see it.
Or
That's
234, slightly further away.
Yeah, I don't think that 20k is gonna matter at all.
Yeah, but it was just here and convenient.
Also, the oil patch that's east and a little south. No, wait, west and a little south. Also has a quite large coal patch right next to it. So that means that would not need shipping in on plastic for a long time. I mean, 250 million coal is a lot of plastic.
Yeah.
Where? I don't see that patch.
I'll mark it with a plastic as well.
I'll go and stand near it.
Yeah, it's quite far out there, but that's basically the dream situation. So that's 500 million plastic before any bonuses, which is 30%. So that's 35 million plastic before you need to ship in any coal.
Trains might or might not have disappeared from existence. Just to let you know.
Yeah.
I'm back in I'm gonna have food.
So if anything, I suggest we make the oil area in the water area just next to it. Because that's already a large open field. And you have all the resources there. And as they drain, you replace the mine with the train station. I mean, it's easy as pie.
3.14. Should we pause for Sono to catch up?
Yeah, probably. But it'll take a while before he comes to the pause, though.
So he'll keep crawling along until suddenly he hits the pause, to which point he will just instantly finish loading, basically.
Life. What is it good for?
Haha, I almost forgot about you guys.
Aha, we almost forgot about you too! Ha 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 ha!
Yeah, Zardan, you will be able to unpause the game?
Will I?
Well, I'm asking.
Yes, I think I can.
Yeah, I'm gonna go grab something from the fridge then.
Yay, break time. See, I'm good for something.
So yeah.
2 hour mark, obligatory exercise. So stand up and do some exercise.
Oh yeah, exercise. Good. Getting something to eat.
Yes.
No, like shopping, for example. Best exercise. Shopping.
Yes, obviously. The best there is.
Speaking of shopping, I'm looking to buy a new motherboard.
What
And
platform?
Coffee Lake.
Have you considered our Lord and Savior Ryzen?
That's a difficult decision.
I mean,
Are you gonna overclock it?
probably not.
So you're not gonna get the benefit of the higher clock speed, basically. The IPC is nearly identical, but you can get away with a cheaper motherboard and a cheaper CPU. And you won't be supporting the Intel monopoly, which has gotten us 0 core increase in a decade, and then AMD does something slightly competitive, and suddenly they rush out a product 6 months ahead of schedule with 50% more cores. Or you could keep supporting the Intel monopoly.
For commercial purpose. They have
What do you mean?
I mean, they have had their 18 cores and even
Yes.
36 for their server.
They have no 36 normal CPUs, 36 core CPUs.
You,
The highest they have, last I checked, is 28.
you
but
should buy a Cyrix.
Even for server use.
Yes, for server use, the highest they have is 28, because up until recently, they essentially used a 2 or 3 ring bus, which, while performance-wise is quite good, power-wise is literally one of the worst ways of doing it. It's literally throwing power at a problem instead of intelligence. I mean, it works, and if you're 2 to 4 years ahead of your competition on your process node, it's awesome because you don't care because you're so far ahead on your process side that you can be a little sloppy on the power design. Except now they're, depending on who you ask, anywhere from equal with the competition to up to 2 years behind. Depending on who you ask, of course. So now they not only have to do really aggressive work on power usage, even for server parts, but they can't rely on their node being the best.
Well, I say this, it's a jungle for potential buyers out there.
Yes, and it's really easy. You don't. Because no matter what CPU motherboard you choose, it's going to pale in comparison because you're going to spend 3 times as much on memory as the CPU and motherboard combined. Oh, and don't worry about GPUs. They're out.
What?
Yeah. Haven't you heard? No one buys GPUs anymore.
Are you being sarcastic?
Sadly not. There's no GPUs to buy. They're all sold out because of miners.
Yeah, they are literally out. They're not out of fashion. They're sold out.
Yeah. Everywhere.
But guys, we can relax. You know, Nvidia and AMD have developed integrated graphics that's equal to normal.
Nvidia hasn't. They did, but then they had a dispute with Intel over chipsets. Basically, Intel was being a big dick. Legally, they could So they didn't technically break any laws, but you know.
Yeah, and then they lost their lead designer for integrated graphics as well.
No, that's not how that works.
What?
They've integrated graphics is just normal graphics on a different chip. The same Vega cores that goes into an AMD Vega 64 is the same cores, just fewer of them, that goes into newest APUs.
Yeah. But I meant when I might mix up the companies that work together, but I thought it was NVIDIA and Intel that made their combined effort to make an combined CPU and GPU. And
that is literally Intel and AMD.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No one expected it, but, you know, I guess that's the ultimate admission of Intel that their GPU is just broken beyond repair.
Yeah. And then the AMD lost their main developer for the GPU side.
Right. You're speaking of Raja Kaduri.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. There's been a lot of speculations going for and against Raja, for and against AMD, and for and against Intel. And I'll be honest, the arguments on either side are equally good and horrible. So I really don't know what really happened. Some say Raja was starved for resources and that's why he jumped ship. Some say there were philosophical differences between Raja and AMD. Some say Raja was just a bitch that liked the higher coin Intel offered and jumped ship as quickly as possible. And, well, some say it was planned all along that he would basically steal AMD tech. Yeah. It's,
I'm sure glad I'm not in that business.
Well, it's far from the worst drama. It's just difficult to find good sources because no one wants to go on the record, and half of them don't even know what actually happened.
Do you know how I know we have an AMD fanboy in our midst?
Because someone actually knows the history of tech and actually cares when companies fuck shit over and get away with it repeatedly.
It's way simpler than that.
Oh, what is it?
Because he knows the surname of the guy who designed it.
You don't have to be a fanboy, you have to be an enthusiast. Don't mix the terms. They have a lot of overlap, but they are not the same. Kind of like men and gays. There's a lot of overlap, but they're not the same.
Why am I buffering all the packaging? Oh, there we go.
And
Well,
we
yeah.
have no more.
Apparently, it seems that you finally managed to overpower my poor gaming PC. So there you go.
Hey! If you press F5, what's your update time at?
I don't know. I can't press anything.
I mean,
Oh!
Wait, F5 or F5? I don't know.
I mean,
That should open up the advanced statistics for render time and shit.
No.
I mean,
Yeah? Sorry?
I was gonna say I had like a latency of 18 ticks, but then I had a buffer of 250 for each package.
Oh yeah, that's that's gonna make it unplayable.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it wasn't really... I don't know.
Can you move around now, Sono?
Yeah, probably, but it's funny, I don't know what F5 is supposed to do, actually.
Okay, if you press F4, you get a few tabs. If you
What
So
does
if you
it do?
if you go to the basic tab and
Shows
hook
basic debug, I see. So
and
I can
show
configure
detailed...
it.
Yes.
There we go.
And what
Show
you want
detailed
is...
info.
And show time usage.
Uh-huh.
Those are the two you're looking for.
Oh, so basically that's what I had in advanced, but now I have... Okay.
Yeah.
Well.
So now you can have just that and not all the other things all over the screen.
Huh.
But what is your update time?
Update time.
Yeah, it should just say update and then 3 numbers.
Yeah.
And after that is latency update, game update, and all that. What is just the one called update?
Well, it is 14/0/31.
Alright. So 14.
No, it's 13.9 actually. I'm sorry.
Alright, then you're... at the rates that matter, you're 1 millisecond slower than me. And the server is also about 1... Yeah, you should be basically perfectly matched with the server then.
Huh, interesting.
Yep.
That shines a bad light on the server.
Honestly, it's very
Anyway.
difficult to find server hardware that runs as fast as 3.5 gigahertz.
What are you guys doing?
Rebuilding at the best of our ability. I got most of the nuclear reactor up. Like, half. Now we just need to make some fuel so we don't run out of power so we can make the other things.
Oh, why are you using groups of 4? Doesn't this waste neighbor bonus?
Yes, but it saves a lot of UPS because you can
Okay.
see how few active components it is. It's a single wide heat pipe, one to each side, and because the rows are so short, a single pump is enough to feed it with water. So it's 2 heat pipes per reactor more than needs to be because I want to run past it easily. But beyond that, it's one of the most UPS efficient reactors you can use that still has some decent amount of neighbor bonus. So, of course, yep.
So what do you want me to do?
Stuff.
That's a great question. Let me not answer it.
Okay.
Landfill water.
All the water? Okay.
Not all of it.
But we do need some space.
Yeah, but we should get some sort of agreement of where we're going to do the different things. Because at the scale we're doing, if we just organically and creatively do it, it's not gonna work out too well.
Aww. There's a 2-4
Yeah.
train that says, "Give me all the landfill."
Yes.
Oh, I think it wants landfill.
Yes.
It's
an addict. That's why I need to be careful with the landfill usage.
Oh, damn addict.
Yes.
Anyway, the expansion default train is still parked over here. Right? Do we even need that anymore? I don't.
Well, it's good for moving resources. It's not like we have everything we need here just yet.
I don't know. You know what my hobby about? Just drive it over and just unload or something.
Sounds good.
So what are you all working on?
I'm working on iron smelting setup. And
Oh yeah, this looks much tighter now.
Mhm.
Nice. Yes. And the output line is still... Yeah, it's not even saturated yet.
yeah, you can 80 per second on
Yep.
these. And I don't think even when the belt is full, it's not full because the animation is not up to par
Yeah.
with the speed. Because if you deconstruct one of these belts, even if it's empty, it will probably have items on it. And
Also, you should make them deeper.
deeper.
Yes. As in, the bros can handle more ore going in. But holy shit, you're filling up these warehouses. Oh, fuck, that's a lot of plates.
Mm-hmm.
What is this per minute?
You guys are doing a lot of funnies.
80 times 3 times 60. If this were slightly larger, so it would fully saturate the one belt from each row, this would be almost 15k per minute.
Small potatoes.
Yeah. It's not too bad. It's a very good start, not gonna lie. The only slight issue here is that this is an expanding resource. So you should probably have 3 going in and 4 going out, but, you know, not a big deal, really. By the time they're as deep as 3 super belts, you're probably gonna landfill. I don't even know how far. Probably very.
Very is a good measurement.
Yeah, I mean, you're almost at 1 full radar range already in length. But don't get me wrong, this is the right size to build at. Gold star for you.
Yeah. I did something good.
Yes.
I feel accomplished.
Woo!
And
114% productivity. Not bad.
I feel kind of maniacal. That's the right word. When building
you-
this. Well, need more super fast belt.
Yes.
How are there 4 belts going in and 3 belts going out? How
Yep,
does that
so
work?
I'm gonna quote the greatest TV series of all time and say, don't think about it.
Okay.
Let's see. But yeah, Walter, remember to add the lights. I can't see anything without the lights.
Oh, right.
Yes. I am like Bat. I need the light.
What?
Because
Bats don't need light. They use sonar.
Would you like me to streak instead?
Yeah, sure. If it helps you navigate the base.
No. I'm gonna chicken out and say my landlord would actually have a problem with that. It's kinda late to make that kind of noise.
Nah.
Not to mention, I'd have to have a good excuse for making it.
Just say that you were training to see in the dark.
Yeah, I still need a good excuse.
In case you go blind.
Obviously, yes.
I say that's a good excuse. I need...
We have differing ideas on what constitutes a good excuse.
I mean... It's kind of qualifying the same as having a emergency planning in case of a zombie apocalypse. It's kind of weird, but you have to do it. So you might as well go all out.
You don't have to.
Yes. How are you supposed to survive the apocalypse?
There is no apocalypse. It's just the fear-mongering tactic made by Big Zombie.
Big zombie.
Is there a train here? The wrong way on the track. And I don't know. Ah! Ah! Nothing ever changes.
Ach, du warst Jiddisch?
Wait,
Oi vey.
is the fuel train out of fuel?
No, the future was sitting on the tracks facing the wrong way on manual mode. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Choo choo.
Motherfucker.
I like trains.
Oh, trains like you.
Hey!
Wait a minute, are these super fast belts too fast for the combinators to read? Nah.
Possibly.
But it should be based off ticks per square. Makes
Oh!
Move your butt faster. You have a train behind you.
Oh.
This basically needs fuel.
Well, this should probably be one belt. Oh, that explains it.
Yeah, our Farrell train is out of...
Or
Yeah, it's out of signals.
Rip.
There's plenty of signals in the chest, in the storage chest.
You know what? This is a long way.
It is a long way.
It is. Are you running or training?
I am training.
Oh, it's definitely.
Oh,
Right.
yeah. You're gonna take forever then. You should go by foot much quicker.
push the train in front of you.
Humbug.
No, really. 17. No, not 17. 47 legs, and then batteries for the rest.
Or at least switch to good fuel.
But then I would be there before the train.
Yes!
What would be the point?
Party!
You could wait.
Germans know how to party, right?
That's
I might have done a slight mistake.
Why doesn't that surprise me? You're fueling all of the reactors.
Yes, including those that aren't connected to any steam turbines.
Ah,
Yes.
Okay, so the question is, where should I do the rail line?
What are you trying to do?
I'm gonna run a train line to that oil outpost, but I need to.
Which oil outpost, and where is it going to?
Where the oil factory we decided is gonna be.
just here.
What do you need to run a train there? Do you mean the output resources?
Yeah. Well.
So plastic and explosives, more or less, and maybe rocket fuel.
I'll actually also need sulfuric acid, because without it you can't mine
Yeah.
uranium. Yeah, I'm just thinking if there's just connect like to where from the uranium is going down, like, or what?
We are not building a general purpose rail network. We are building separate lines for resources. So that would need a handful of different rails. Yes, this is going to be a bit of bureaucracy, but please have faith in me. It's going to make managing everything easier.
So basically run a new line somewhere?
Yes, a super tight two rail. And you can't have any crossings at all, because you can't do that with a super tight rail. So it's basically forcing you to avoid crosses as much as possible. And whenever you can't avoid it, you will need to use a...
you'd have to expand the rails temporarily to get the signals in. Basically, I'm forcing good design. Yay!
I think. No, I'm not gonna say that. I thought before I said something.
Ho ho! That makes it like 80% smarter. Which would be less funny if it wasn't so true.
Oh.
Need more... Oh, maybe I should stop requesting the things I'm trying to get away with. Or put away, at least. Let's see... God, I'm looking forward to the GUI update. It's gonna be so sweet. But yeah, do anyone have any steam turbines at all?
No.
Alright, that's an issue, because we're almost 400 low. What does a steam reactor need?
Love and care.
A little bit of copper and a shit ton of iron. We have a shit ton of iron. That's not going to be the issue.
I thought to myself, hey, I need more iron plate. Where can I get it? And then it's to warehouse it. Just beside me.
I'm gonna guess they're kind of full.
Yeah. 68k in one and 80k in the other.
Alright. We have 0 copper being made locally right now, as far as I can tell.
Mm-hmm.
As for resources, are we gonna do on-site ore smelting? Or are we gonna do more centralized ore smelting? I don't care, we just need to decide.
I see central.
Alright, so what you have built is then gonna be the start of the central.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Good. You're responsible for that now. Which means if it works, it's everyone else's fault, and if it breaks down, it's only yours.
Okay.
Sounds about right?
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Awesome.
Sounds like my life.
Yay! Pain and suffering! Let's see. But is that not a good thing?
Pain and suffering?
Yes.
Generally, no.
Oh, engage laugh. Ha 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 ha.
Jeez.
You okay there?
No, it's just sometimes interesting. You seem to have turned this into some sort of ritual or something.
I quite literally have.
Mm.
That's basically the bullshit I use to appear sociable. Seems to work, most of the time at least.
No, I don't know about that.
People are smiling and having a good time around me. I'm gonna call that a success.
Yes, yes, yes.
So no, the company setup you put down here, is it counting?
Counting? Yes, it's counting. It's a counter. It counts. It counts belts to report, and it's actually integrated, so it's useful. So you look at the value of A and you give it a minute or two to settle in, and you'll get an integrated value that doesn't wobble around like stuff that wobbles around.
Okay, but it's based per minute or?
Oh yeah, it's items per minute, but you can change the constants if you like to. It's like the common unit that like everyone uses. So it should be around wait a second. What is it? What? Ah, I forgot the numbers. I found this great website lately that has all the numbers, so you can always look them up. And I forgot what it's called. Isn't that right? Referensorio or something? Yeah, it's called referencio.info. And it's a site quite to my liking. It's very minimalistic, has all the numbers you want it to have, and it's really good. Really nice. Excellent. It's got your numbers. It's got your numbers.
I don't really like that it gets my numbers.
Huh.
Does it have what a Factorio craves?
What was that?
More green circuits?
Yes, that's what Factorio craves.
Always gotta have more green.
I mean, did you read that Reddit post? It was quite long ago that Factorio is actually a hashing service. The more green circuits you produce, the more hashing is
What?
calculating
Okay.
for Bitcoins stuff.
This is going to be the most entertaining scam in history in that case. I actually approve of this.
It was on the internet, so it must be true.
Yes.
I mean, all tinfoil hats ideas have some truth in it, I guess.
I think the word you're looking for is some.
Yeah.
Not all. Anyway, Malter, since you're doing a good job with the iron thing, could you basically make a similar setup for the copper patch just north of here? Northeast?
Northeast, you say?
Yes.
Yes, I can do that.
Good. Also, while this is boring as all hell, we should probably get the words.
Yes.
Mall up and running fairly soon.
Sounds like a great idea.
Yes.
I shall just do stuff first. I hope this is... This time I will remember the lights.
Okay, not gonna lie, some graphical glitches actually do look really awesome.
So copper somewhere around here. Even third
Yeah.
north?
I'm not sure what direction, but maybe avoid overlapping that coal patch because that is actually, you know, large enough to matter.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe just do it straight north.
Or we could... Yeah. Flip.
Hmm. That's a refinery tiling that can't be beaconed very well, isn't it?
I need landfill.
Where?
I'm talking about to the guy who's building the refinery.
Oh! Yeah, that's not gonna work. You're gonna have to focus on the beacons.
Beacon all the thing maximally.
Yes. I don't know how many beacons you can fit, but it's quite a lot. Let's see, do I have one of those? No. Can I build one of those? No. Damn. Run away!
I'm burying fishes.
Are you sleeping with them?
No, just burying them.
Oh, okay. That's good. No sleeping with the fishes.
That would be bestiality. Yay.
I don't see what's yay about it.
Yay!
I was kind of imagining it being a Sesame Street episode. Teaching the kids what bestiality means.
As one does. As one does.
Yes.
I don't know you.
Oh, don't worry. We don't know who you are either, but you know you're kind of fun to play with. So you know we hang around, kinda, I guess. Let's see.
I'm going to just wildly walk in circles.
Woo!
Whee! So is there an overarching plan already? Because for the Great Factory, which great.
The plan is basically Build good shit, don't build bad shit.
I'm
Yep,
sure that will work out great.
Yeah,
Yes!
and the way to do that is to communicate.
Yes.
Ask question, is this a good idea? I've done this before, but maybe someone else has a greater idea. Who knows?
Oh my. That could result in some truly amazing ideas.
Mhm.
Do gooder thing.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid robots. So I need these. And I need... Oh, that's a lot of rail signals.
Alright. No worries. Where I'm standing now is one suggestion for how to do super late game oil. This should more or less tile. Maybe. Yeah. Piping is not ideal, but hopefully it shows the general idea well enough.
That's a lot of filter in service.
Filter all the things. Yay!
Oh. Steam turbines. Didn't you look for those a minute ago?
Yes. How many do we have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 50 of them.
Where?
In the farmost east chest over here. In the storage boxes.
What?
Yeah,
I'm requesting some. As I don't get this game sometimes.
I agree.
Oh, those were in a tree, not in a tree, damn it. In a train that I found. Just the 50.
Bring me all of the speed modules.
Thief! You're stealing all the things.
I'm not stealing. I'm borrowing for all time.
How is that not stealing?
Well, I'm a good guy, so it's okay.
They called him the Robin Hood of the factory.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Except I don't give to the poor. I give to myself.
Oh, it's not good.
Yes,
Not
it is.
good, not good.
I define good. That way I can't be bad.
Except when you want to.
Yeah.
I have a sneaking suspicion that's not an ideal way to go about things. But I don't know enough about socioeconomical everything to really know for certain.
I mean, what could possibly go wrong?
Hitler?
Yes, yes. That's one of them. There's a few other ways as well where it could go wrong, but yeah.
Did I use up all my Cliff's explosives? Oh.
Wait, why do we still have 300 normal steam engines running somewhere?
300?
Yes.
Well, I would.
Or
think
200 at least.
I would think it's in the old base.
Oh, yeah. It is indeed.
And if the base game had steam cracking, I would say that's where it comes from, but don't.
What do you mean steam cracking?
No, it's modding. You use steam to crack oil.
Newsflash, it's in the game 6.16.
No, you're not paying close attention to what he's saying. You can't crack anything with steam, but you can use steam in coal liquefaction. But I'm guessing that's not what you mean.
No.
Right. See? It's beneficial to pay attention.
Hamburg.
Nerd!
Yes.
Bet you read books too.
Actually, no, not really.
You two hipster for books?
Yeah,
Is
that's
that what
where
it is?
humor fails.
No,
Actually.
it's just...
Books are bad.
I can't write books. I end up just absorbing it in way too little time. I've tried both technical books as well as fantasy books, and sleep goes away for however long it takes to read the book. That's not good.
Nah.
I like sleep. And
Sounds like you just have a time management issue then.
no, the management is fine. The issue is the resources. Not enough time.
Okay, so you don't stop reading once you've started, like ever, until you're through, but it's not a time management issue.
No.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Uh-huh. Yes. Yes, exactly. Uh-huh. You get it. Yes.
Uh-huh.
Are we being attacked? I heard that. I mean, it might have been.
Sono.
Oh, my beautiful radar! No, it will never be the same.
You're being way too overdramatic right now.
Why? It's my beautiful radar, and it got destroyed.
Hey,
it will never be the same again.
You know how we could save some UPS?
No!
What did you do?
That's just saving UPS here. I'm just saving UPS. It's all good. No big deal. Can we reset the spawn to the new place at some point in the future? Maybe? I don't know.
I mean, we can TP you over.
Oh yeah, that would be so amazingly. I would be so thankful.
I don't have the command in my head though, but I can check.
You don't need to have it in your head. Just type it into the keyboard.
What?
What?
Is it just TP and your name?
No. Well, unless you have a script that works like that, but probably not. I don't know.
Let's see.
Also, it's okay, Sono. I marked where you died.
Cool.
Yes.
Yeah, you can type game dot
Say,
dot teleport, and it works with players. So what you do is you type game dot players, and then you use the brackety thing, and you put zonopart in there in quotes, and then you put dot teleport behind that, and then you do the bracket thing again, and then you do another bracket thing, and then you put the coordinates in there. You know, thing with the thing.
Hey, why don't you just
player
write up...
object? Now the player object has a function called teleport, which expects a it's not a tuple in Lua, it's a list of sorts.
Hey, Sono, I have a suggestion.
X and epsilon things, which are commonly referred to as coordinates. What? Just.
Why don't you just write the command out straight?
Yeah, No, my multi that does not work in multi.
How many tiles is it between the big electric poles?
I'm guessing 30.
No, I don't know if this is completely correct.
30.
I hope it's correct. I don't. If it fails, then just fix it. Also, we probably won't be able to move after that. So, well, we'll see.
Wait, can I grab the latest?
Does anyone want to beam me over, Gotti?
Yeah, I was trying to copy your latest and it didn't work for some reason. I'm writing it in by hand right now.
Ovo. Sono had an accident here. Yeah, that's a pretty bad accident. No, you
There
can't.
we go.
Yes. Hi. Thank you.
Set the spawn point.
Whee!
How do you set spawn point?
I knew that once.
Set spawn?
I think that's Minecraft.
We are admins on one of the largest servers in this game. You should know this stuff.
We have GUI tools for this. It's easier and quicker to bring new people up to speed quickly.
I did this before. Okay, it's a fort. The force set spawn position on a force.
Could you write it in the Discord so I could just copy paste it? Because it's lazy.
Yeah, of course. What's the default force name? Never mind. I'll do it like this.
Alright, explosives. Forgot about this.
I don't know if the second argument is not nice. Could try this, maybe it works.
Game explodes.
Game explodes!
Error cannot execute command. Error string game players dragon force set spawn blah blah blah. Attempt to index field dragon a nil value.
Yes, it's because I misspelled your name repeatedly
It's
and systematically.
It's game.
There's a zero in there.
It's game forces in the brackets player, and then you set whatever you need to.
I don't know the name
You
of the
don't set it
force.
through the player.
What? There you go.
I was allowed to set that.
Yep, there you go. And apologies for mangling your name.
Unacceptable.
I know.
Well, it's okay. The elite speak is used to make sure it's unique, which ironically isn't even needed. Or rather, it wasn't needed a few years ago, but I still used it, and now I have to use it because I was an idiot like 6 years ago.
I mean, I still have to remind myself every time that your name is Dragon and not Sargon.
Yeah, a lot of people make that mistake. I don't understand why.
It's the hard consonant, I think. Sure.
There's no hard. It's dragon. There's no stop of breath in there. There's a buzzing sound, and that's basically it. And in English, especially American English, you don't really pronounce the R. You just sit next to it for half a second, and then you just walk away again.
Yeah, but I like to roll my R's.
Well, then you don't speak English.
Sragon.
Yes, dragon.
Sragon.
Sargon.
Sragon.
It's literally dragon with a Z instead of a D.
Drago.
That is not an English pronunciation of dragon, of which I am not.
Of course not. It's not like...
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Hey!
I have voices in my head again.
Ha!
Whoa! Do you hear the same voices in your head as I do? Because that would be kind of cool.
That would be more worrisome than if I only had voices in my own head.
I'm coming. Coming as fast as I can. Oh, thank you.
I mean,
hugs. Oh, thanks.
I mean, I'm happy for you that you have a functional sex life and all, but I don't need to know that you're
Functional sex life? What are we talking about?
coming. You said you're
I am
coming.
confused. Oh no, he didn't mean coming as...
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, I'm 5 years old.
Okay.
Well, a true Brit wouldn't say I'm coming anyway, they would say, I'm arriving!
I arrived so hard.
Yes, I arrived with great force.
They probably also use the pronoun of one. One has arrived.
Obviously.
And then emphasize it for queen and country. On the end.
Nah. That's it these days.
I came for Queen and Country. Mm-hmm.
No, you arrived for Queen and Country.
Ah, right.
It is something that is important that one must do.
Albert, hast thou arrived?
So half alive.
Wait. There's no lights in this blue... Oh, yes there are. Never mind, ignore me. Yup.
Are you being critical?
What? No, never! I'd never do such a thing.
He took away my nukes. I can't blame him.
I didn't.
Oh, I was out then. I used my last nuke on myself. As a good good soldier, I saved the last bullet for me.
That's just wasting bullets.
No, even the chests were your own chests that you picked up.
Oh,
You didn't have anything interesting to steal.
Aw.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
This
Not
blueprint
sure.
for smelting as of now, we are only using one output belt. It's using 316 beacons, 632 speed modules, and 875 underground belts. That's a lot of stuff.
Also, why are you taking 4 belts and splitting it to 12 when you need 3?
Oh, this was just from the old blueprint, and I was prepared to take trains early.
Oh, right.
So I just put splitters and combiners down in hope that everything would fit.
Yay! So it's less that you're gonna use it. Why?
Fucking Farl.
Farl does exactly what you tell it to, but Farl does not take abuse. You gotta be real gentle and real careful, and make sure you're following their wishes very strictly.
It just stops placing power poles.
It's always your fault.
No,
You gotta treat her with respect.
Yes. All the respect.
Yes, a little bit.
Why can't it place a freaking power pole?
Out of landfill?
No.
Where are you?
It's because of the distance between the signals.
I mean, do you need to put down power poles?
Yep.
PSI? That rail network you're building now looks very good. Why is it connected to the general network?
Because he had to drive there, maybe?
Yeah.
What?
What?
Doesn't make any sense. What is this nonsense? Ooh, bright lights.
Right, I'm gonna call it a night. I'll see you guys next time. Actually, I won't be on here on Saturday. I've got to visit family, but I'll be here next Wednesday.
Alright, sounds good. Take care.
We are finishing in 15 minutes too.
Bye-bye.
See you
Yeah,
later.
bye-bye.
Bye. Alright. Maybe we should do a quick recap of what we've done and what needs to be done that is very important.
Well, I just got copper up and running.
Awesome!
And I have also got iron up and running.
Hooray!
Other than that, I have been not doing much.
But you did get iron and copper up and running, which means we don't have to run back all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It also means we can make the remaining steam turbines that needs to be made. So, hooray! Good things.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking, should we set up steel right beside iron?
I'm not sure how to do it, but we probably want to do indirect insertion. But because of how with the prod modules and everything, you kind of want to do a 2 to 3. So 2 furnaces smelting iron ore to plates, and then have 3 furnaces making steel from that. You can do a 1 to 1, of course, but maybe doing a 2 to 3 is more efficient. But I don't know. It's kind of in between. With a 1-to-1, you will have an excess of plates being made, so the machine will idle, which is not necessarily a problem. But with 2-to-3, you will have the steel smutters being slightly idle, because you're not making enough to feed 3. Only 2.5, really. So what's really needed is a 4-to-5 or 3-to-4. 4-to-5 would be ideal. That would be perfect ratio, I think. So, who wants to do modules for that? Ha 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 ha. Ah.
Humor.
Yes.
Oh.
How am I supposed to know? Well, that's future me problem.
We're gonna set up science. 1K stuff.
That sounds very reasonable. You should probably do that.
Okay.
The question now is where to put it and how to feed it.
It just takes raw resources, or
The designs I've made takes iron and copper and makes it into, as far as I've gotten, it makes it into gears and everything else it needs to be inputted, like steel and green circuits and red circuits. Coal, but makes the gears internally. And the ratios is pretty much perfect.
Nice. Let's see. I'm gonna come up here and I am gonna do a borrow. Yes. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna borrow some resources here. Yoink.
Do you consider a grid layout for high throughput?
For what resource?
Well, plastic in this case. Basically anything that has one input, one output. A grid
Alright.
layout should be...
Yeah, though you gotta make sure you can get the pipes in there. That's the difficult bit.
It doesn't seem too difficult in this case. It's just one type of flow, it seems to
Alright.
be... not be too...
Actually, that looks like a... you gotta make sure you have enough output, though, because it's a 2-to-run plus prod modules.
Yeah, but you guys have these super belts now?
Yes, so we're just gonna make them twice as deep. You still gotta scale for the production.
Huh.
Yep.
Yep. I'm not sure what you're concerned about.
If you have one fully saturated blue belt in being consumed, you're gonna have 2.5 blue belts out. If you don't design 2.5 belts out, that's not gonna perform as good as it could.
No, I'm just asking what you're concerned about. I mean, do you have super inserters as well, or?
No, I mean the belt can't carry it.
Yeah,
you will
but
have 2.5 times as much output.
You have ultimate belts now, don't you? They're like 75 times as fast as whatever.
They're 5 times faster, yes!
Uh-huh.
Let's see. Wait, are they really that cheap? No way.
Whatever. It's all just cheats anyway to me.
They're just the previous fastest belt plus 1 green chip. Dear God, that's cheap. No, wait.
That's a replacement belt.
Never mind. I looked at the wrong. Hey, I looked at the wrong recipe. Ha 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 ha. Holy fuck, that's expensive.
What do you mean, the Extreme Express belt?
Yeah, the ultimate transport belt, which does 240 items per second. One of those costs 120 blue belts, 35 blue chips, 2,500 iron,
Yep.
and 1,000 copper.
Sounds reasonable.
Sounds slightly excessive. In the extreme.
Ah,
Well, it's overdone shit, so what do you expect? It's 240 items per second compared to the 40 items per second of a normal blue express belt. So there you go. Excessive shit is excessively
you know that you get 20 ultimate belt per craft, right?
Yes. But still. Let's see,
Yes,
that's...
it is expensive.
Wait,
Yeah, it's for 20 apparently. Why ever they made it like that? A bit
so
misleading.
ignoring everything except the plates, it's 3.8 times more expensive. Oh, and you also have the belts. All right. Yeah, it's
The ultimate underground belts is way cheaper.
Yep.
Way cheaper.
Okay. Where
There's no reason not to use them. Oh wait,
but
there is.
doesn't underground belt take a regular belt?
No,
Like underground belt.
only the first level. I mean, just the normal blue underground belts are actually more iron efficient at full length than blue belts. You know, that's the thing.
Well, I landfilled the area for the oil factory. Run the rails.
Lakes need to be landfilled.
Not all of them.
Yeah. Well, what do I need to landfill more where I am now?
I actually think what you've done now, PSI, is very adequate. Because if you fill up much more, it might be too far away from water. No, actually, the rail is fine. You're gonna have to move it anyway, so moving it now would just be double work for no gain. Maybe plop down a radar 5? That's like the only thing I could see that could be improved. Until we start building the oil setup. Also, who was working oil? Or has anyone claimed oil? Maybe we should check the to-do list.
No worries was running here. Yeah, but I don't think he... Maybe I will to take it as a project. Yeah, I'm gonna take oil as a project for myself.
Right, I added the task. Feel free to claim it. But seeing as we have already started with local smelting, I say we stick with local smelting. So you take either one large or maybe 2 or 3 smaller patches, and then smelt fairly nearby, and then you train that to a cross-loader, and that'll just distribute it wherever needed.
One question though, wouldn't be that add excessive amount of entities to process?
I've tested the performance, and it's way better than I expected. I've built one copy of it. It's basically northwest of me, and it needs about 2,500-3,000 in robots, but they all have charging spots, and the distance they will move because of the buffer chest is essentially none. The longest a bot should have to move is 4 tiles.
Anyone can
need
say
resources,
me
anybody?
what's the nickname of the guy who posted in the Twitch chat, because it's a black nickname on a black background.
That's racist.
Ali, I don't know how to pronounce it, but Alan plays one.
Yeah, no, but, well, basically, Alan, this is not vanilla. Well, it's vanilla-like. We added some stuff.
Once upon a time, it was vanilla. Then we added strawberry.
Yeah. We added a few
Raspberry.
mods.
Yes.
And that was kind of okay, but then we added raspberry as well, and then we added other berries, and now we have all the berries, and it's
Then
not...
we created the meringue.
And then someone added beef.
Chocolate.
So it used to be vanilla, and then it used to be vanilla-like. And I don't know what it is.
A monstrosity. A crime against nature.
I can tell you what it isn't. It isn't the kitchen sink.
Ah. Yeah.
Mistakes were made.
Yes. But don't worry, we have 0 people to claim responsibility and like 4 fall guys, so we'll be fine.
Cool.
Yes.
That'll work for me.
Yeah. Because it doesn't matter if you screw up, as long as you have the dedicated number of fall guys needed.
Mm-hmm.
Woohoo! Placing down more steam turbines. I should probably start next session by running back to base and looting the reactors for parts. Which is a shame. It's a very pretty design, but it's not good enough.
What parts do you need?
Turbines.
I think we have some of those.
Not anymore.
You
Unless
sure
there's
about that?
very recently been a train with more resources on it.
I'm pretty sure there has. I sent one when I came back.
Alright, I'll go double check.
They are in a wagon still, but there's only 12. Oh, well, no, wait, there's 400. The inserter is facing the wrong way or something. Yep.
Well, I'm coming as quickly as I can.
Something at main base messed up, so all the wagons does not match the content.
Nah, it's fine. It's not about matching it up, it's just about moving it here and having it available. The rest is just implementation details, those are never important anyway.
I had an idea. Then I forgot the idea.
Then it was probably a good idea.
Yeah. All the best ideas are forgotten.
Yoink. Was there more steam turbines anywhere?
Just plunk them down.
More than 500? No.
I'm requesting them, but I don't get any. And I don't see them in any train wagons.
I took them.
Oh, you plopped them down!
Said it.
Oh, sorry, I did not catch that. Awesome.
We're too slow.
Oh.
Yes.
I did a forestation
We get the
here,
rest.
so now networks can be cut. You can easily.
Okay, that's enough turbines for a bit. I'm gonna drop these off here. But thanks! Does anyone have a reactor... God damn bots. Does anyone have like 3 reactor cores just laying around in their inventory or something?
Can create them.
Believe it or not, no.
Huh.
You just take the resources that the train carries and make 3.
The landfill is being produced at 2.1k and it's barely adequate.
Do we have enough red chips laying about? Yeah.
Hmm.
Where do you need me to landfill some more?
I don't know. If I knew, I would do it.
Honestly, I don't think it's
Oh.
landfill we need more placing of right now in large bulk. Maybe detail work here and there. But we do need the more raw resources up and running. Oil is, of course...
That's not today. We have to finish.
Well, then it might be time to give us a few more minutes to finish off what we're doing right now and then call it a stream.
Mm-hmm.
Call this a stream?
Yes, but that would be reasonable. Surely we can't have that.
Nah, in the middle of the week. Nah.
Our house.
In the middle of a week.
Okay. Bad ideas are born with pain medication and late streaming.
Are you sure you don't mean awesome ideas that just need a little polish?
No, I'm pretty sure this is terrible, and I should probably not do it.
What are you trying to do?
Yes, I got a design in my head, and I just trying to make it come true, and just basically gear creation with as little moving part as possible.
I see. I like the idea, and you can make it work if you use filters in the cargo wagons. But that might be more effort than it's worth. But I really like the initiative. This is actually UPS efficient.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Fishing one productivity module.
What's I doing? Finish reactors for... Oh, right, maybe place down the 3 reactor cores I made. Yes. Ah. That would be smart.
Smart.
Yes. I should do smart things. More often, that is.
It's not keeping up with that amount. I mean, it's not really quick, though it's efficient.
No, wrap it up.
Looks like inserters slow ones. Well, I like the idea. You can add more beacons as well. You could have more beacons on the screen. It's a cool idea. I sort of like it.
Mm-hmm.
The true train bus.
Yes.
Yes. Is that... Yeah, that looks like it's scaled for 8 trains as well. Yes, it is. Awesome.
I'll leave a note to myself to know what I was doing until Saturday.
Alright, to-do list. Automatic feeding of nuclear reactors.
Yeah, someone should drive in a Farl and remove all the... rebuild the railway, and so it removes all the turrets and stuff and places proper concrete.
So if I have...
I just rear-ended Sonopad.
Oh! Did you redo his work?
No, I rear-ended... He was traveling in a train and I run into the base, so I rear-ended him.
Yeah, I refuse to subscribe to that nonsense.
But it's quick nonsense.
It's very quick nonsense.
Yeah, at least twice as quick, if not even faster.
This is actually kind of effective as well.
Hmm?
11 gears a second.
Isn't it inserter bound? And I try some stack inserters, maybe.
Or just one more. Yeah.
Yeah, on the input, not on the output. So iron plates are the big one. Gears are the small one.
Ah.
Okay.
This is actually working. I did not think this would work. I'm amazed.
It's cute.
Yeah. Well, that's future me problem. I'm ready to wrap up.
See, I'm ready to move in a moment. Just gonna... Oh! Yep. Just gonna run over to the nuclear reactor. Flop this fuel down. And, think... that's it. So give me like a minute.
Yeah. Oh, everyone's ready.
Yes, I'm running as fast as my many legs can carry me.
So you're still running? Should we wait for you? Or just...
Well, I'm at the reactor complex now.
Let's see.
Yeah, so... Thanks everyone for watching this episode. We're gonna be back on Saturday at 18:00 UTC time, as per usual. So thanks for watching, and bye bye.
Peace.
Out.